Passero direct, oui. Challenge de komt. Nijmeegse nieuws, natuurlijk, what the fuck. And then as a test to see if I'm actually live over here. Challenge de komt. Yep. Nijmeegse nieuws, natuurlijk, what the fuck. Live. So yo, what's up guys, and welcome to the stream. And as you might know from the title, I'll be streaming all 24 hours long. Currently it is 5. Currently it is like 5:01, but let's just round that off to 5 p.m. So the goal is to end the stream tomorrow exactly at 5. Never done this stream. Let's hope that it'll be a success. Anyways, and as you can see from the thumbnail, I will be playing Roblox and possibly Minecraft, but also possibly another game, War Thunder, right here, War Thunder. So yeah, streaming all 24 hours long. First game of the day would be, of course, what I played last, Roskilde, Netherlands. Not Roskilde, Netherlands, but Fiverr, sorry. Fiverr, yep. And right here you can see all of the rules. Around dinner time I am allowed to leave the stream, so I am allowed to leave my chair in this whole room during dinner time. And the only 2 reasons that I can leave this room for is for dinner time and breakfast time and everything, and also to brush my teeth and get my pajamas on and everything, of course. So the only reasons why I can leave this room is if I need to do all of the healthy things to stay hygienic, such as not starving to death, and also of course all of the necessary things such as brushing teeth and washing, showering, and everything, you know. But I can't leave for any other reason than what I just said. There goes an ambulance, good pod. And also streaming through the night as well. Oh, that's just blocks link, I think. That's just the blocks thingy. Yeah, that's just a block. And also streaming through the night as well. That was Matrix, yeah. That one chance. Anyways, yeah. Gonna be police. No, maybe ambulance, actually. Yeah, ambulance. Ambulance, where's ambulance? Yeah. Ambulance in Dutch. Why is my avatar not loading? Oh, already someone injured, eh? That's pretty cool. And I'll be getting the MMT outfit on. Now, spawn car, the Volvo V90. Rapid responder. I don't know why it's blurry, actually, I don't really know why. I'm going to head to that icon. The core pills. Please leave me alone. And the rules will stay on the stream all 24 hours. So another person will if I'm looking here like this, there's a right here back of the stream at the distance. The Royal Military Police is here. The Royal Military Police. No, I will be there for it. Just missed it. Yeah, the microphone being right here makes... You know what? I'll just put the microphone back so I can see the whole screen. Anyways. Oh, I hear guns. I hear guns. Go choose the samples. Let me out of here. Thank you. Yes. That location.
Mommy, yeah, da.
So now get done. I'll only have that one person. Wait, what if it's just a bank? And I had like the rate. Or not. Or this called Amber should be used. Ambulance here, don't worry. Police also on the way out here. You're even an officer. Yep, officer for the day. That is, that's... Hopefully I'm not big. I'm just the ambulance over here. Alright, you need that thing. Forgot about that. Please don't hit me, thank you. What if I eat? Yeah. What the? I'm still alive, am I not? You know what? Not just going to watch some YouTube videos.
Why break the bank for an awesome e-bike? Have it subscription style.
It's almost scary how much these kids look like their famous parents. That's not actually Drake's son, it's just him photoshopped. Yeah, you don't say, dude. Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Sorry, I mean, what's poppin'? It's me, Robin. Welcome back to MK. Today I'm gonna be taking another look at r/whoosh. The sub that's just for me. Because, as you guys know by now, I don't really get any jokes at all. I'm a big dummy. Before I change my mind, let's get right into the thick of it, shall we? A relic of the olden times from the before, the long, long ago. What if Zelda was a woman? That's Link. Do your research. Come on, man. Really? Chicken can't afford an umbrella, so she uses her wings to keep her chicks out of the rain. Can't afford. It's a chicken. The E in JavaScript stands for easy. Then where's the E in it? Exactly. Do they allow loud laughing in Hawaii? Huh? I don't know. Or do you think it's just aloha? What? Do you think that they allowed loud laughing in Hawaii? Or is it just aloha? Why would they not allow it? Babe, aloha! I'll talk to you when you get home. Are you kidding me? Come on! Although I'm stupid enough, I probably wouldn't have picked up on it until embarrassingly late like them. Food drops on the floor. Me picks it up in 4.97 seconds. Bacteria. The bacteria are already in your food. Yeah, that's way funnier, dude. Magic 8 ball. Am I stupid? That's a bowling ball, not a magic 8 ball. Thank you! Thank you! No. Urine is stored in the bladder, in both females and males. No, Sherlock. I'm pretty sure it's stored in the balls on both males and females. He's right, though. Who wins this fight and why? You're literally putting the God of Thunder against a guy with a sore throat and a Halloween costume? He's Batman. Right. Jeez. Come on. Alright, let's see. A student died in his sleep after eating 5-day-old pasta that had been left out. He passed away. Useless red circle. Honestly, I would have missed it. If that's not sarcasm, you need to get some serious eye checkup, my dude. What language do they speak at the center of the Earth? Korean. The center of the Earth is around 5,430 degrees Celsius. Nobody is going to live there, so they don't need a language. Korean. Get it? Dude, Tom Cruise is a vampire, not the same guy. Correct, it is not the same guy. That kid's pretty ripped now. Again, not the joke. It's just interesting. My girlfriend sent me a birthday gift and asked me not to open it until midnight. I'm so curious. I hope it's a dog. Bro, it's a drum set. No, I don't know about that. That's kind of far-fetched. Incredible band. Everyone in the stadium is watching Freddy. No damn cell phones. Well, they certainly didn't exist at the time. Girls don't fart, dumbass. Oh, please tell me you don't actually believe that. They don't fart. It's scientifically proven. Sure, bud. You think what you want to think. They don't, though. This guy's stupid, I think. I mean, yeah, that guy is dumb. I don't know what he's talking about. How come McDonald's doesn't use their Twitter? Can't tweet when your account's frozen? Frozen? What happened? Oh, the concern for a corporate account. Got stuck behind a car with the number plate Gandalf earlier. Don't know who it was, but he wouldn't let me pass. Not being mean, but you can't post plate numbers on public platforms. People can look the person up and dox them. It could get your Twitter banned. Just looking out for you. Right, thank you very much. That's not how this works. Why the heck are men gay? Girls have buttholes too. Oh my god, you're right. Me lying to my girlfriend that my day was bad. Her trying to make my day better. Boobs? What's a GF? Girlfriend? I mean, to be fair, the what's a GF joke is real Remember him? This is him now. Feel old yet? Didn't realize Juan looks like an older version of this guy. Sorry, I've never seen the show, so I don't know if I have to refer to him as 001 or 001, and honestly, I don't care. This is not real. The P-Pap singer is Japanese, and Juan is Korean. That's not him. This is real? Oh, happy Halloween! You're late. Yeah, and you're dumb. What of it? I was about to go pay my rent, and my unborn son handed me this cash and said, Dad, it's time for me to start carrying my own weight around here. I got this. I love my son. Dang, he's starting quick. Welcome to this episode of Things That Never Happened. No thank you. Please, like, it took me 4 hours. How does that take you like 4 hours? Took me like 3 seconds doing it, dude. Yep, 1 kilometer is closer, though. I hate this. I hate it. Let's see. He's killing it these days. Oh, who's gonna tell him? No. Feeling great since my kidney transplant. Breaking news. Kidneys are now located in your legs? It'll click someday in like 10 years and he'll be really mad at himself. Me working out righty-tighty lefty-loosey when I'm upside down under the car. Not to get confused with righty-loosey lefty-tighty. Why the hell would you use integral calculus as well as trigonomic functions to tighten a screw? A screw doesn't even have the exact periodic cycles when you tighten it, unless the freaking screw is stripped. When you get a nice sin or sine or cosine when right, I'm stupid. And Einstein Jr. seems to be a little bit dumb too. But hey, at least he didn't pronounce sign as sin. I'm done. Would you like inappropriate pickup line, corny name pun, or normal conversation? I'm interested in B. Really? B? Too easy to tailor to. Yeah, I want to see what you got. Let's see. Or all of the above. She just wasn't ready for it. Or he wasn't ready for it. They weren't ready for it. Just do it again. My whole life was a lie. This is also a lie. And this is a meme. Welcome to Facebook, I guess. Is this rare? That's a tree, my guy. A tall one. I've seen tall trees in real life many times before. Maybe it's just where I live. It's in Minecraft, idiot. Wow, that's a real conversation, dude. Hey, I'm in the backyard where I'm smoking a brisket and some ribs. If I got half a penny every time he said smoking these meats, we'd have the same net worth. Alright, actually, he says it 15 times. If you had half a penny for each time, you'd have 7.5 cents. Mark Zuckerberg has a net worth of $72 billion. Therefore, you wouldn't have the same net worth. Thank you, people. People like you are so necessary to keep the rest of us with personalities in check. On. Holy shit, it's Isaac Newton! No, it's not. He's been dead for centuries. You're wrong. Captain Sparrow's right, okay? If Tinder gave me 5 cents for every time I matched with someone as pretty as you, I'd have a Nicole. Not sure that even made sense. Made sense, you mean? Do you really not get it? If you listen closely, you can hear the whoosh as it goes by. Yeah, you can actually hear that one, and it makes me kind of sad. Octopuses can fit through any gap larger than their beak. What a beautiful octopus. That's not an octopus. People say Rome wasn't built in a day, but nobody really knows how long it took because it was done off camera. Best comment. Dumbass. They didn't have cameras back then. Yeah, but they had fraps. Oh, hell nah. They turned Ohio into a pancake. That's Texas. Yeah, and it's not a pancake. What's your point, though, really? So, I met John Cena today. Did you get any pictures with him? It's right there. Oh, what's right there? I don't see him. Y'all, Google just doxed the president. Why is everyone acting stupid? The presidents have pretty much always lived in the White House, and the location isn't confidential. You can literally drive by it on the way to work and know the location. It's not that impressive, honestly. Studying an IT-related course. You? Pure chemistry. That's awesome. I tried telling a chemistry joke once, but I got no reaction. What's the joke? Maybe I might understand it. I don't think so, my dear. Doing something illegal on Reddit, mark your post not safe for work, and the police aren't legally allowed to read it whilst on duty, i.e. at work. Why is it blank? I can see nothing. Let me read it for you. Oh, God damn it. Squid Game has been filmed and now just needs editing. It's the craziest video we've ever filmed times 100. Should be up early next week. Did you kill people if they failed like in the real version? What kind of question is this? Of course not. The original was just a show. This is what losing the lottery of life looks like. Tom Holland, Spider-Man, Harry Holland, drug dealer. Why isn't he helping his brother? You'd think after starring in these Marvel movies he'd give his brother some money. Absolutely absurd! Leaving a comment before doing any sort of research is so much better than simply doing some research. Yeah. John Cena's actually in every DC movie. You just can't see him. He is just in 2. What are you saying? How many people on Earth have died? None. It's 57. They were saying ever. I wouldn't believe it if 57 people died in the whole existence of people. Bro, he wasn't being serious. Birds have legs. Legs spelled backwards is sgel. So government drones are real. Spread the word. True. How the hell does sgel stand for that? It's a joke. It doesn't make sense. It's not supposed to make sense. My favorite rappers: Eminem, Slim Shady, Rain Man, Stan, the white guy from D12, B-Rabbit, Marshall Mathers. Slim Shady is Eminem. Duh! Society of 77 plus 33 was 100. Bruh, it's 110. 110, no. It's 110, dumbass. You Gen Z are so fucking dumb. I'm trying to learn what LGBTQ+ stands for. Unfortunately, nobody can give me a straight answer. I sent you a message on this in detail. Well, thank you for the resource, but god damn it, when your laptop freezes so you have to warm it up in the microwave, tech. Ask me a question. When you come on a turkey. Thanksgiving. I guess someone doesn't know about turkey. When you hit your toe on a coral reef. Are you serious? Sharks don't even have toes. How many sharks have you met? That's sick how this old footage survived that long. I know, right? With high quality, too. Cameras didn't exist back in the medieval times. Then how are we watching this, dingus? Oh god, what is that? Do you eat your Baby Bell with or without the crust? I like it with the crust. It's wax, not rind. I definitely wouldn't. It's just wax, it's no big deal. Making a meme with black text? Making a meme with no text? Yes. Jeff thinks windmills are fans that cause wind. You always gotta look at the date, man. You always have to look at the date. Whatever in the heck this word is German for believing something on the internet to be true without fact-checking it. Not sure where you got that from, but this is not a German word. See, there you go! You checked. Thanks a lot, man. Bruh, no president was good. Wrong. George Washington, FDR, Abraham Lincoln, JFK, I can keep going. Abe and JFK were very open-minded. And how is that a bad thing?
Hallo, Odido hier. Stap nu over op Glasvezel Plus TV. Dan krijg je de eerste 8 maanden voor maar €30 per maand. Dat is nou echt een haastmaker van Odido. Ga snel naar odido.nl. Odido.
Waar word jij vrolijk van?
Nou ja, de simpele dingen des levens.
Zoals?
Alright, I hate you for that one, though. A flock of lawn flamingos can pick a T-Rex clean in under 90 seconds. Nature sure is brutal, guys. Hey, I can't believe you guys actually believe this. Dinosaurs and flamingos aren't even in the same timeline. Flamingos are dinosaurs? The movie Up is utter bullshit. I tied 57,000 balloons to my house and my wife didn't die. What? Bigfoot. Europeans. Big meter. Ah. It's referring to the body part, though. Oh my god, it's the proud foot, proud feet thing all over again. SpongeBob. Guys, if pee is stored in the balls, why do I only got blood when I cut them off? Seriously? It's stored in the bladder. In the balls, however, the future generations. Bruh. Yeah, I agree. It must have taken forever to train all those animals. It's CGI, lol. It's CGI. It's impossible to train real animals to do these things. Bro, it's 2021. We retired that word quite some time ago. Next thing you know, Samsung created Mars. You make absolutely no sense. How the hell can a freaking computer company make a damn planet? Your comment is idiotic. Drink yourself. I've never seen that retort before. Johnny Sins is teaching women karate so that they can defend themselves from rapists. Salute this man. Stop lying. This is a biography. Guys, I'm losing my mind. I'm sorry, I'm just losing it. If God created the sun on the 4th day, how had the 4 days passed? Oh, the Vatican's on the way. What? He just renamed his friend as Vatican and asked to message him. Thank you for telling us how to do these jokes. Would you like small tits so much? I'm glad you asked. At least have the math correct. 94 minutes. 69,420. Come on! How long should I cook these wild potatoes? Is this the help channel? They've been cooking for 30 seconds now. Probably like 40 minutes. Don't cook them. Those are nukes. No, they're not. I'm not sure if it's the case for the new Spider-Man, but releasing movies only in theaters during a pandemic is irresponsible and flat out dangerous, and one reason I despise the industry. I missed the part where that's my problem. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I could die or kill other people by going to see a movie, but I lack basic empathy, and my parents did such a job of raising me, so I can't be bothered to care. That's what you sound like. I was also blaming movie theaters and companies and not you directly, so that makes your entire post not only unnecessary, but it also highlights how much of a person you really are. So, congrats, I guess. And on that wonderful note, we've come to the end of another video, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get going, though, we gotta take a look at that fan art, right? Let's see. I was bored of watching my classmates fight, so I drew this because Robin deserves more fan art. Aw, I appreciate that very much. Oh, it's always way cuter than I could ever be as a bird. So why are your classmates fighting? Always remember, if you even somewhat enjoyed today's video, consider dropping a like down below, and if you really enjoyed it, well, make sure to get yourself subscribed. And hey, if you want to see or hear more of yours truly, make sure to check out that link in the description down below. And until next time, I'll be seeing ya.
Messed up their screens. You rotated them the wrong way, idiot. Restarting. I sure hope you are, and don't show me this screen ever again. Ah, good old rip save. And what's going on? I don't think that's a congratulations screen. Something's going on with the lines. That confetti ain't looking right, Chief. That's a 72-minute drive only because you're going like all the way across the town just for a 2-block drive. It's very harsh on the eyes. I don't even know what that was supposed to be originally. I don't recognize this. Sanic main theme from Dr. Robotnik and Sanic. With the Gorillaz cover album, because why not? Who's gonna stop us? Again! I don't know what's going on with like the images distorting like that. I wonder if there's like an explanation, because that's super trippy. And this too! How does this even happen? What corrupts that makes it do that? I am infinitely fascinated by it. Oh dear lord. I don't think I wanna go outside. Ah, yep. Just bringing it all
Yeah, now back at it with the talking.
Of je nu veel reist, weinig of even helemaal niet. Kies het voordeel dat past bij jouw manier van reizen. Probeer FlexDal Voordeel. Nu 3 maanden voor maar €2,50 per maand.
Maybe also a short on my channel with the song. Who knows? Maybe maybe a short with the song, maybe not. Who knows? If you don't know, Flying Dutchman is basically another name for KLM Airlines, if I am correct. Yeah. Using onions as is he really using onions as a thingy? As the buns? Is he really using the onions as a bun? You know, as a bread? My god. Who thought of that? Like, hey mate, can we just replace the bread for anyone who doesn't like bread? Who doesn't like bread? You know? Everybody likes bread. Well, my parents don't. Shut the up. Anyways, what do you want to replace it with then? Onions? Make them have bad breath? Yeah, why not? That was sarcasm. Get out of here. Anyways. What? No, yep. That fixed. Immerse Emden. Nice, nice, nice. Gonna play a bit of Brookhaven. Yeah, that was needed. Wait. An upcoming AMS live stream? No. Oh. Thought. That was Friday 4 hours ago. Oh, sorry that I missed it. Oh yeah, when I was a news reporter here in Brookhaven. But where's the Lambo? Police Lambo too, huh? That car is also new, I think. Yeah. That one is new, I think. Not sure. Yeah, that one's new. But I'm gonna go with the classic Lambo. Not the police. The Lambo. Max speed 70 or what? Enter 1 to 70. Here, another new car. Lambo is a bit compact, if I look correctly. Oh well. Gonna claim a house now. Gotta claim number 17. Premium house. Well, this one looks good too. Gotta get in my car now. Gonna back up and I don't have a garage, do I? Yeah, I don't have a secret underground garage or anything. Maybe I do, but I just don't know about it. Don't just steal my thingy, yeah? Don't steal my Lambo, yeah? Thanks. Gonna have her in a good eyesight of mine. Now, security camera. She's in my house. She's in my house. Over. Copy. Hey. There. What? They're also renamed to me. And I have them in my hand. This is my YouTube room. All good. I just want the green screen back. Oh, Snapchat notif. Zara, okay, what did you say? I might get embarrassed for this message, but should I just do it? Yeah. Close it, close it, close it, everything. Oh, no. Hey. That's what a friend does, yeah. But can I just get my normal green screen? Aye. Thank you. Here are computer assault. This is an actual YouTube gaming setup. Fortnite, Minecraft, Roblox Studio. Yeah, Brookhaven and Brookhaven. Why not? You gonna play some Fortnite? Yeah, I know. I don't really like Fortnite. How many computers do I need? Let me check on my Lambo. It's still 7 cent. Okay. There's no upstairs or anything. This is just the whole house. What does that do? Oh, that resets the light. And I have other keyboards in my thingy, in my cupboard, and a spare, and also a PC. Nice. RTX 4090 Ti. That's actually pretty good. I don't even have that in real life. What? This has to be like this for a secret reason. Of course the safe is here. Can I please go back out of here? Can I please get out of here? Or am I stuck? Now I'm going to get my Lambo. Oh, I'm going to lock the doors, of course. Here's my Lambo. Oh well, I can't do that then. Here's my Lambo. Gotta take it out for a drive. That used to be the Lambo of before the update, but that's just the Lambo after the update. Wow, 70 is quite fast. Well, that house as well. That looks even better. I should have scrolled down. House timer 3 minutes still. Then better to wait those 3 hours and then wait. I can just change my house right now. Change my house. Where's that one? Where's that one? Where's that one? Lot of house. Yeah, this is it. House timer has not ended. I'm just going to drive around the city of Brookhaven with my Lambo until the timer ends. Actually, I don't think that I got that house. It does look better, but yeah, it has all of the YouTube setup, which I don't want to actually lose. Going to do a first-person drive. To go back to my house. I'm house 17. 20, 19, which means that I'm somewhere around here. 18 and 17. Yep, 17. Yep. Bumped into that pole. There. Back at my house. House controls number 17, thank you. Yep. House pool. I have a pool. Nice. Gonna disable that. Plane emergency has been triggered, alright. Gonna quickly record a YouTube video at my going to what does it say right here? I can't read that. But going to record a video right here. Not Brookhaven, not that one. Yeah, Fortnite. So, recording a video right now, so you will hear a intro, but not really. So, yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video. And in today's Fortnite video, I'll be playing Battle Royale and getting that victory number 1. I see an enemy, yeah, let me get him right now. Yeah, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Yeah, shoot him, yes. Yeah, got him, let's go. And yeah, what do I have another for? Yep, I have 2 RTX 4090 Ti's. I'm rich. Oh, so that's that, okay. House furniture for children? Nah, mate. I have a lot of keyboards there and there. And yeah, just going to leave Brookhaven now. I don't really want to play it anymore. Just going to watch some YouTube videos.
Maar we gaan rondjes. We gaan rondjes.
Smint, boost your confidence.
Maak je vakantie compleet met Transavia Holidays. Boek nu op transaviaholidays.com.
Making for an even more flavorful broth. I'm also
360 graden pasvorm. De nieuwe Pampers Pants.
De kastanje champignon. Wat is het verschil met de witte? Wil je het weten? Check gewoon die hele video.
ramen. I've been wanting to make this forever. And to be completely honest with you, I've been holding off a little bit just because of how much time goes into making something like this. I mean, to give ramen that tender love and care that you need to give it in order to make it perfect, I just haven't yet had the time for that. But now is the time. I know so many of you have asked for ramen for so long. So today, we're making tonkatsu ramen. Tonkatsu ramen is a fan favorite. And you may not recognize that word, but trust me, you know exactly what it is. It's that ramen with that rich and fat pork broth. Those beautiful, soft, chewy, fresh noodles, and ooey gooey soft egg cooked to perfection. Beautiful, juicy pork belly, and whatever toppings you want. Now, because this recipe is gonna take me quite some time, I've already started a couple things, but I started them yesterday. I had a different haircut, there was different weather outside, but I had to get a couple of those steps done before to make sure this could come together today. So for now, let's pop back to yesterday, when I hadn't shaved yet and when I had longer hair, and we'll go to an Asian market. So we've just pulled up to this Asian grocery store. We are going to be grabbing some unique and awesome ingredients here because I need to really make sure that this broth, delicious. So the first things we're gonna grab is a bunch of pork bones and chicken bones for that really flavorful stock. This place literally, they have everything in this market. These black silky chickens, there's so many cool things here. Then we're gonna grab a couple of duck wings and chicken wings separately. All the fish that they have in this place are alive in tanks. They got some real plump melons in this place, let me just tell you. I'm not able to read some of this stuff, so I'm having a little bit of trouble finding mirin, but I know where the soy sauce is. In an attempt to make this more flavorful broth, I'm gonna put some dried mushrooms in there as well, and they have this massive selection. I don't know what gorgeous memory means. So I'm looking for enoki mushrooms, which are these really nice thin ones that you might see in ramen sometimes, so we got those. I think we found them. They have all the soy sauce in the world. I could absolutely bathe in this stuff. It feels like negative 8 million degrees in here. I'm frigid. Praise the mirin gods. We finally gotten it. The beautiful, the sweet nectar of the mirin gods. Like, oh wait, there's no space in there. Basically, we couldn't get the pork belly at the last place, but I got it in front of the Whole Foods guy. I'm standing there waiting. He's like, hey man, this is weird, but has anyone ever told you you look kind of like the guy that throws the knives on the internet? I was like, actually, happens to be me. But we got the pork belly, so let's get home and make some ramen. Let me just tell you, and I mean this in the least perverted way possible, there is nothing like a good Japanese eggplant. Gotta find a place to put this for the drive. So now that we've returned from the store, I'm gonna start making that amazing ramen broth because to me, that's the most important thing that we're working with here. I'm actually doing this the day before, but let's just get it going. First, into this large pot here, I'm gonna go in with all my chicken wings. That's gonna give us just some of the flavor here that we're looking for, but I'm gonna get it from 3 different proteins. Next, I'm gonna start taking these pork hocks that we got from the Asian grocery grocery store and dropping these right in with our chicken. As you can see here, there is some meat on the outsides there, but you've got a nice big chunk of bone in there that's gonna give us tons and tons of flavor. Once I've tossed in all those pork bones, make sure you don't put this thing in there, I'm gonna go ahead and add my last bit of protein in there, which are duck wings. These again should give us some awesome, unique flavor. Now, I'm gonna cover all of this up with some nice cold and crisp water, then crank up the heat and bring this to a nice rolling boil, which will get out a bunch of the nasty impurities. Once this has come to a rolling boil, clear off some of the scum that begins to form on the top. Some people will tell you to rinse this all the way out, but I like to keep all the flavor that's still in there from the bone, so I don't like to rinse it out. Once you've cleared off the scum, we're gonna add in a nice big handful of white mushrooms, a handful of those dried shiitake mushrooms that we got at the market, which will hopefully give us that umami flavor, then a few nice knobs of ginger, 1 quartered onion, a few cloves of garlic, and last but not least, a generous little handful of salt. Now is when we let this go overnight for 12 hours. This is gonna do all the work for us while we go to sleep. Next, we'll do our chashu pork belly. That part, of course, is really important. Whenever you see ramen with a nice big hunk of pork in there, that's what we're talking about right now. Now, this part you don't have to do overnight, but I'm gonna sous vide it to get it really soft and tender. So I'm gonna let this go overnight as well. This pork has been very bad, so we have to tie it up. First, I'm gonna roll it all the way up just like this, getting it as tight as I possibly can. Then I'm gonna come under it with some butcher's twine, and then tying as snugly as possible, I'm gonna give it a really good squeeze. This way, we can cut it into nice rings when we go to have our ramen. We're gonna repeat this process across our entire pork belly. For our sous vide, the first thing we'll do is put this finely rolled up pork into a nice large bag. To the bag, we're gonna add 4 cloves of garlic, a few hunks of ginger, 3 loosely chopped green onions, 1 cup of soy sauce. Try to make it a nice high-end soy sauce. 1 cup of mirin, which is a really delicious sweet rice seasoning that's a little bit similar to sake in flavor. 1/3 cup of this extremely pungent fish sauce. A nice little handful of white sugar, about a half a cup or so. And really anything else you want to be creative with. Then inside the bag, we're gonna massage the heck out of our meat. Now we're gonna roll this up extremely tight and seal it. And now with our water at 175 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm gonna slowly lower in that pork and cook this overnight for about 12 to 15 hours. In the morning, we should have the softest pork ever. I'll see you in the morning. Okay, it's the next morning. I was tending to that ramen broth throughout the night. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's in that silver pot back there. I kept adding water throughout the night as it boiled off to allow the broth to get even more concentrated. And my entire kitchen smells incredible, not to mention that slow cooked pork that's all the way over there. We had so many things going on in here that we blew the fuse 3 times last night. But now we're ready to go about the rest of those steps. So let's start with our soft-boiled eggs. Now that our water's boiling, we're ready to add those eggs. But first, we're gonna add about a tablespoon or 2 of vinegar, which is actually gonna prevent running of the whites if any of these eggs crack. At this point, we're gonna quickly add our 6 eggs, and then almost immediately we're gonna start our timer, because the timing here is extremely important. I'll drop in my 6 eggs, burning my fingers in the process, place on the lid, and then I'm not sure if you can see the timing here, but we're gonna do it for 6 minutes and 9 seconds, which I promise you, it sounds silly, but it's the perfect time for a soft-boiled egg. Start. Once that time runs low, we're gonna prepare to cold shock our eggs, because given how precise these are, we don't want them to overcook. Here I have a really cold ice bath, and when the eggs are done, I'll plunge them straight into the ice bath to halt their cooking. We're timing them precisely for a reason here. So once those are all in the ice bath, mix them around a little bit to make sure they're evenly coated. For our ramen egg marinade, we'll combine 3/4 cup of mirin, 1/4 cup soy sauce, and 1/4 cup dark soy sauce. If you can't find dark soy sauce, that's fine. Just add a little bit of brown sugar. And try not to spill it all over your shoe. Now it's time to peel our eggs. But I just wanted to show you guys first how perfect that yolk on the inside is. I told you. It's amazing. Now we're gonna quickly peel these eggs, trying not to ruin them in the process. And I actually find that it helps to peel them right over and in that cold water. Now, once you have those perfectly peeled eggs, drop them right in that soy bath. That's where that color and flavor will permeate right through the eggs. Once you finish peeling all of those eggs, you're gonna wanna somehow weigh them down so they get even coloring throughout. I'll cover these with plastic wrap and allow them to soak for several hours. Our eggs are all set. Next, we're gonna make our tare. It's a really concentrated flavoring used in a lot of Japanese soups as kind of a base. And we're gonna add it to our broth to give it a little bit more flavor. First, we're gonna start with our dashi. And there are 5 different types of dashi in Japanese cuisine: kombu, katsu, iriko, shiitake, and awase. I apologize if I pronounced any of those incorrectly, but awase is the one we're gonna be doing, and that's a combination of several. So to start, we're gonna turn up the heat and add about 3.5 to 4 cups of water. Now, into that water, we're gonna start with 3 sheets of kombu, and really let this heat up to start getting some of the flavor out, but we don't wanna boil it. We're actually looking to get around 170 degrees Fahrenheit here. Basically, dashi is this umami-packed Japanese soup stock. It's used in so so many different things, and this is how we're gonna build the foundation for our tare. Now that our kombu has had some time to soak and is getting a little bit softened, I can really take in all that flavor. Actually, I wanna get in a quick facial. We're not filming, right?
No.
Okay. Oh my god. Now it's time to add a few more things. What I have here is called naboshi, which are these dried baby sardines. I've been soaking these sardines overnight, so first I'll pour these into our broth, or our tare I should say, followed by about a cup of bonito flakes, which if you've never heard of them are from a fish, as well as a little handful of our dried shiitake mushrooms. Now, I'll be totally honest. I'm not sure if what I'm doing right now is permissible under Japanese ramen laws, but the way I see it, I'm packing in tons of umami flavor here and making for an even more flavorful broth. I'm also using ingredients that would be used in a traditional dashi regardless. Once this has had some good time to soak, I'll turn off the heat and set it aside, allowing it to soak a little bit longer. Once that incredible dashi is done, done, and I can't even begin to describe the flavors coming out of this thing. We'll strain it into a nice large bowl. The broth that's here smells incredible, and it already feels like this itself would be a delicious treat to slowly sip. But now, keeping about 2 cups of our dashi, we'll create our tare by adding 1 cup of soy sauce, 1 cup of mirin, 1/2 cup of sake, 2 tablespoons vinegar, 6 cloves of garlic, which I'll press through my garlic press to let them spread and get out more and more flavor. And by the way, if you like using garlic but hate getting it on your fingers, I would highly recommend a garlic press. About a 2-inch piece of cut up ginger, and then about 2 tablespoons of black peppercorns. Now we're gonna let our tare sit just like the eggs to kind of soak in all of these flavors, and we'll strain it at the last minute. Now for our ramen. I don't know what I just did with my hands. I don't know why I did that. We're gonna start by adding 6 grams of baking soda to 160 grams of water. Then we're gonna whisk this up and let it go. You see, ramen noodles are very interesting. The first thing I'll say is please do not use dry instant ramen noodles. This is an absolute no-go. Don't worry, I'm still gonna eat that. Ramen noodles are very different in that they need to be alkalinated. That's basically just a fancy way of saying that we put baking soda in the dough. But another trick is to boil regular spaghetti with 8 cups of water and a couple tablespoons of baking soda in it. That can also get you those nice chewy noodles that we look for in ramen. Once all that baking soda is mixed in, we'll add a nice little sprinkle of salt and mix that in as well until dissolved. Then we'll set our water aside. And now in a large mixing bowl, we're gonna add about 400 grams of bread flour and 4 grams of Vital Wheat gluten. The Vital Wheat gluten you may have to order online if you want to make these homemade, but again, you can take the easy route and boil spaghetti in that baking soda water. Now, we'll whisk this up until it's well combined, making sure that that wheat gluten is evenly distributed. And now we'll add this bowl to our mixer with the paddle attachment, and churning slowly, I'll add in about half of my water to let this get evenly distributed. It should start to get nice and crumbly, and once those crumbles start to get more even, you can prepare to put that second batch of water in. Now we'll add in that second amount of water, letting this evenly soak into our dough. It should start to come together more at this point. And if you do need to add a little bit of extra water to let that dough come fully together, do it. Once this is clumpy and well combined, we'll turn off our mixer and let it rest, cover with plastic wrap for 30 minutes. Once that dough has had some time to rest, separate it out into 2 separate balls and press them together. What's nice about this dough is that you don't have to knead it. After we've rolled it out a little bit with our rolling pin, you gotta love a good handy rolling pin, we'll begin to roll out our noodles. Again, this is going to be extremely dry, but just be confident with it and let the mixer do all the work. After rolling it through, take a little bit of bread flour and sprinkle that across your ramen dough. Then, roll it again. We just want to get it nice and smooth to the point that we can make some gorgeous noodles. Again, this dough is really hard to work with because it's a little bit dry and it's also very glutinous. So to be honest, if there's any step that I'd skip in making homemade ramen and you're a little bit nervous about it, I'd probably skip this part. Once you've rolled this out nearly all the way, we're ready to cut it into that spaghetti shape. Switch on that spaghetti head, and then you're ready to roll. Give yourselves a huge pat on the back right now, because what you're looking at right here are your gorgeous homemade ramen noodles. I have to say, I've never done this before, but these look absolutely fantastic. In fact, I could almost use them as a nice scarf, just toss them over myself and walk around like this in public. I think people would like me this way. Now once you've cut your ramen into nice portions, spin that ramen into nice little nests and hit it with a nice spray of bread flour, just so nothing sticks. Now our ramen is ready to be cooked. Right here is our 24-hour ramen broth. You can see that it's been going for so long that we have that darker, more robust color. All that pork, chicken, and duck are more tender than anything you've ever seen before. The bones have been fully cleaned of all their meat. And what we have right here is a complex, fatty, umami-packed broth, perfect for ramen. We're gonna strain off all this broth to make it nice and smooth, as we don't want any of these solids in the final product. I like to use a really fine strainer here just to make sure that we're getting every last solid out. And now what you see here is our broth. Concentrated, delicious, and ready to go. Next we have our chashu, which is our Japanese pork belly that we need to cut. Let's hear that again, folks.
Nieuw, Voltaren Natural. Een biologische formule op basis van 6 planten. Voor stijve, stramme spieren en blauwe plekken. Voltaren Natural.
There's going to be juice everywhere here. I know that this is going to be messy. You know what time it is. It's time to get our hands dirty. Now, I'm going to very gently come in and try to lift out this pork belly without it breaking on me. You can see that it's just falling right apart here. Oh my god, that's good. That is so good. I'm gonna start by adding some of that excess liquid into our pot here, because we can use some of that in our ramen broth too, as this has more pork flavor than anything we could possibly imagine. Now, I'll roll this onto our counter. What you're looking at here is pork belly that's cooked the entire night. The whole thing is so jiggly. This right here is fall apart pork belly. Just look at this piece of fat here that can crumble right across my gloves. And the meat pulls right out of the sides. Even our cloves of garlic here fall right apart in your hands. This pork is something out of my dreams. It is dripping juice and it is so incredibly hot. You can see where each of the pieces of butcher's swine are still on here, but I just can't help it. I have to spank it. Lastly though, I do want you to look at the meat on the sides there. You can see that all that pork is almost shredded, like this soft, perfectly tender pulled pork. To everybody watching right now, if you're not drooling right now, I'm sorry. I don't know how I can ever please you. I don't know if you'll be able to watch my videos anymore, because this is just about the best I think I can do. Pork belly, it's been a pleasure getting to know you these last 24 hours, but now it's time to cut in. Oh, pork belly. I didn't mean to do that. I am sorry. Now for our ramen, we want these beautiful rings cut out of this pork belly. So let's get a couple of nice slices just right through here. You know, it's funny. It's almost so soft and tender that I can't really get any slices. But given how tender this is the best we're gonna do here. And that looks just like what you'd see in a ramen bowl. So that's good enough for me. Once I've pulled off the pork belly's thong, I can get a few more good slices in. But again, inside I'm laughing because it's almost too tender.
Every bite of sushi I've ever had. I flew all the way to Japan in search of the world's best sushi. I'll be eating this Michelin-starred sushi that costs $1,000 per meal, this $100 Wagyu sushi, and even sushi served from a conveyor belt. But we're starting our trip on a bullet train with a Toro bento box. Some of the best and highest end tuna you can get in the entire world. You can tell just by looking at it how high quality this tuna really is. And it is delicious. And I never thought I'd be eating sushi while traveling 300 miles an hour, but we're almost at our stop and I hear 7-Eleven has fantastic sushi as well. I'm gonna do some light reading until we arrive. Level 2, 7-Eleven sushi. I've never been in a 7-Eleven outside of the United States and I hear they're wonderful. I can't believe I'm buying sushi from a convenience store, but I'm excited. Okay, I'm gonna grab one of these salmon roe onigiris. I'm gonna try one of these sushi rolls. I'm also gonna grab this fish paste and mayonnaise sushi. This is a great haul. Arigatou gozaimasu. Let's eat. First up, we are gonna try the salmon roe and soy sauce onigiri. They separated the seaweed from the actual rice so the seaweed didn't get soggy. That's so simple, but it's so smart. But the tricky part here is that they're expecting you to know how to roll this up all on your own. Maybe I'm just overthinking it a little bit. That's unbelievable. I've got crispy seaweed, perfect rice, nice and salty, and fatty salmon eggs from a convenience store. Next up is this fish paste and mayonnaise square. I know imitation crab for people can be hit or miss, but personally, I love it. This one is literally just a perfect bite of this beautifully flaky fish. Once again, incredibly well cooked rice and a little bit of mayonnaise to smooth it all out. This is making me want to move to Japan. Next up, the tuna sushi roll with soy sauce. So once again, this looks like they have the sushi roll separate from the seaweed, but this one opened up way easier than the last one. Tell me that that doesn't look like the perfect sushi roll. This roll right here cost me less than $2. Whereas back home in the United States, if someone cut this up, this would probably cost $15. I will say there's not a whole lot of tuna in there, but I don't really care. That 7-Eleven sushi was fantastic, but I just realized we're late to our reservation at the Conveyor Belt Sushi Restaurant. Luckily, my friend Linja saved the day with a quick and easy way for us to make it there on time. We're playing Mario Kart through the streets of Tokyo in real life to get there. We barely made it. Let's go eat more sushi. We are sitting in the largest conveyor belt sushi restaurant in the entire world. And we got super lucky because we're right by the kitchen, so we get first choice at all the sushi that comes through. I can literally see everything he's doing back there.
We're gonna get all the good stuff.
We're gonna start off with some tuna. Oh, shoot. Whoa. Why was it attached? Oh, you only grabbed the plate? That was pretty good. The salmon with the toasted mayonnaise is my favorite thing that they have at conveyor belt sushi restaurants. always a 10 out of 10. That is a hard pass for me. Absolutely not. You can also special order items, and then this super fast conveyor belt on top moves so that people along the way can't grab your food before it gets to you. Let's order a few. Here it is. For sushi that's flying off a conveyor belt, I will say that looks pretty good. It's good, but I don't like all that ginger. They've got aged fugu on here, which is the most dangerous sushi you can eat. We'll save that for later in the video. We're getting these salmon with cheese all day long. They are the best. I'm eating these 2 at a time. I also absolutely love salmon roe.
This is my favorite, shrimp tempura with mayo. Can't beat it.
Linja, how are you eating so much?
I'm hungry.
The food here was okay, but we're in Japan. I think we can do better. We are currently at a restaurant where you have to catch your own fish to eat. The catch with this restaurant is that all they give you is just a hook. So the fish don't really bite anything, you just have to hook them. And it's not easy. I'm getting a bit nervous that we're not gonna catch a fish, and if we don't catch a fish, we don't eat dinner. Maybe I see the one I want. I'm gonna hit him with the sneak attack. Oh! Oh! Linja, get in that. Linja, get in that. Oh, I lost him. Ah, Linja. It's actually harder than it looks. We got one. To congratulate us on catching our fish, they performed a ceremony that involved the entire restaurant. Thank you. Wow, this is awesome. That only took them about 3 to 5 minutes in the kitchen, and you can watch them in there filleting your fish. And I gotta say, they bring your fish out in a pretty good presentation here. We worked hard to catch this fish. Now, it's time to taste.
It's so fresh.
I don't think I've ever eaten fresher sashimi in my life. This has been fun, but we're moving on to something bigger and better.
Wagyu sushi.
This is Hama, a Wagyu expert who runs Wagyu Mafia, a members-only Wagyu restaurant in Tokyo.
This is my tricolor Wagyu sushi. Wagyu sashimi, uni, sea urchin, and caviar. It has to be the best of everything. If you go cheap on one thing, that'll pull. My original wasabi, harvested in Azumino soy sauce. This is 8-year-old barrel aged. The best uni, the buffoon uni, #1 uni from Hokkaido, and my special caviar from Israel. Did I say?
Oh wow, this is a big piece of nigiri. 10:40 in the morning. If I could eat this every morning, I would.
Breakfast sushi?
I don't know if I can fit this.
You know what? I think I finally found someone with more Wagyu than me. I'm gonna save some room because level 6 is insane. We're headed to meet a famous master sushi chef for a private lesson, but first I need a chef's knife. I stopped at this willing knife factory in Japan to make a knife of my own. And the best part is, I'll make an extra 10 knives to send to some of you. We'll start out with Japanese steel, and the first step is to weld the parts together at 4,000 degrees Celsius. Next, the knives are taken through a 1,000 degrees Celsius furnace and then cold shocked in a negative 200 degrees Celsius freezer. After the freezer, I straightened out a few knives by bashing them down with a hammer. It reminded me a bit of the mochi pounders we saw in Japan. I have a feeling they'd be pretty good at this. They let me hand assemble a few knives, and I'm gonna randomly pick 10 of you to send them to, straight from this factory in Japan. Just make sure you're subscribed and have those notifications turned on. To finish, the knives are sharpened on a large spinning whetstone, then inspected to ensure each and every knife is flawless. And just like that, we've learned how to make the perfect Japanese chef's knife, and now it's time for some sushi. Today we'll be getting a sushi lesson from Chef Hiro, one of the best sushi chefs in all of Japan. The three of us are gonna watch carefully as Chef Hiro shows us how to make the perfect nigiri.
今日はこれは宮城県の天然本マグロです。これは本マグロの一番いいところ、天身って言います。
これでいくらですか？
ないしょ。
Chef Hiro cut with long strokes, starting from the back of the knife to the front, using as much of the blade as possible with each slice. As he gets close to the bottom, he turns the knife and cuts straight down. This, he says, is the proper technique. It's like we're all back in high school. Chef Hiro says that anyone can become a great sushi chef with study and practice. These days, even if you don't work in a restaurant, you can learn on YouTube. To prepare the nigiri, first wet your hands so the rice doesn't stick to them. Next, gently roll it around to add in some air. Make sure you place the cut mark at the front of the nigiri. Flip the fish over and coat it with fresh wasabi, then place down the rice. Press a hole with your thumb to add in even more air. To finish, flip the nigiri over and use your fingers to tighten up the edges. Now that we've gotten a sushi class, it's our time to try.
I'm feeling very nervous.
We each took turns following Chef Hiro's instructions to the best of our ability. Even though he was a great teacher, having a master sushi chef watch us make our nigiri was stressful. Finally, it was time for Chef Hiro to rate our sushi.
4点。
Oh, I got you, Bayashi.
10点。
What's that?
10。
I got you, Linja.
Oh.
Chef Hiro is best teacher ever.
ありがとう。
With our sushi making lesson complete, we are now headed to try something called stand-up sushi. Hidden downstairs in the secret underground area is a place called Stand-up Sushi. Let's go check it out. What's your name?
Yoshi. Yoshi, sushi, oishi.
So the first piece we're getting is Hokkaido hairy crab. The crab may look a little scary, but the meat is extremely sweet. So with this, you use your fingers, your hands to eat. Holy that's good.
It's delicious. Oishi.
Yoshi.
Yoshi, sushi.
The second piece is shrimp with a bit of soy sauce on top. It's so sweet. Next up we have chutoro, which is the medium fatty tuna. Oh my god. A little spicy too with the wasabi. It makes total sense that we're at level 7 right now. Just watching the way his hands move, this is definitely the most advanced sushi we've seen so far. You can tell he's a true master.
This one was just moving a second ago.
Super cool, huh?
Yeah, it is. Every experience is so special. I love it.
Is this your favorite?
Number 1.
This is number 1.
Yeah, aburi no kato.
What's that mean? When he just made this piece, he went and seared it in the back, and he called himself the searing master.
Aburi no kato.
Wow. That was top 3 bite of sushi I've ever had.
Yoshi, sushi, oishi.
We're gonna go get some sleep because we're waking up at 4 in the morning to go to the fish market. For level 8, we visited the largest and most exclusive fish market in the entire world. We woke up early to meet a friend of mine who works at the market, then tossed on our boots and undercover gear and set off to find some of the best sushi we'd probably ever taste. As we walked through, I couldn't believe what laid before my eyes. The fish market was 4.3 million square feet. They had every type of seafood imaginable. I literally felt like a kid on Christmas morning. We eventually found an area with tons and tons of tuna, which, just like the sea urchin we'll see shortly, is sold through an auction early each morning, some of which sell for up to $3 million for a single tuna. Eventually, we headed to the best uni vendor in the entire market to see if we could buy ourselves a nice tray. They opened a number of different trays for me to look at, and even cut me a few small samples to give them a taste. If you've never tried uni before, it's buttery, slightly salty, and very delicious. It cost me 28,000 yen, or about $200 US, but my trip to the market didn't yet feel complete. As we left the uni area, we passed by a tank of the biggest crabs I'd ever seen. That thing is huge. These were Japanese spider crabs, and I couldn't help but try one out. We purchased the crab, then carried it to the back of the fish market to cook it up. To cook the king crab, we heated up a massive pot of water and boiled it for about 20 minutes. What we're gonna do with this crab is place it down on the counter, and then we'll take our incredible uni that we bought earlier and eat this with the crab. To eat this, I'm breaking off one of the legs, then I'll crack it and pull out those tendons, crack it again, and hopefully that meat will come clean out. And this right here might possibly be the best bite of sushi I ever have. Cheers. That's crazy. I'm just hunched over a box in the back of a Japanese fish market, eating some of the best food and sushi I've ever had in my entire life. That was delicious, but like I said, each level gets crazier and crazier. And now I'm a bit scared because we're on our way to eat the most dangerous sushi in the entire world. It's called fugu, also known as a highly poisonous puffer fish. If not prepared correctly, it can paralyze you and even kill you. And it has killed many people in the past. This will be, without a doubt, the most dangerous food I have ever eaten. I'd seen quite a few live puffer fish at the fish market, so I could only hope that the chef tonight had gotten it safely and responsibly from there. So the chef said this restaurant has been doing this for 47 years, and that this puffer fish is wild. It's not farmed, it's from the ocean, which actually means it's even more dangerous to eat. They finished preparing the sashimi and served it to us with a squeeze of lime juice, along with a special sauce containing some chives, radish, chili powder, and soy sauce. For some reason, I trust the chefs back there, but I am a little nervous.
I'm not.
This could kill us. Linja, don't do that. Linja, sit up. It's a little bit chewier than I thought it would be. I don't know how long the effects take to kick in if it's bad, but so far, I'm doing okay. And I really hope we can pull through after this because what we're doing next, you're not gonna wanna miss. It's here, the best sushi I'll have ever tasted in my entire life. Level 10, Michelin-starred sushi. This is Chef Kazu. He's been making sushi for 14 years. He let us back into his kitchen to watch some of his prep work before our meal. But before we begin, we need some fresh ginger. Whoa. His knife skills make me want to go back to culinary school. And speaking of knife skills, thanks again to Zwilling for helping us out with our trip to Japan. Watch till the end to see which 10 of you have been randomly selected to win a brand new chef's knife. So we're starting out with the abalone liver sushi, which is their specialty here. My first ever bite of Michelin-starred sushi. That's unbelievable. It's a much more subtle liver than what I'm used to. It's so simple, but it's so good. Next up, he'll be preparing the black-throat sea perch, which, if you remember, was our favorite bite from the stand-up sushi we had, and probably of the entire trip. But it also just so happens to be one of the most expensive fish alongside top-tier tuna. I can only imagine what it's gonna taste like at Michelin level. The seaweed is so crispy and super, super flavorful, but not overpowering. That's gonna be hard to beat. It's crazy in a restaurant like this how much focus goes into every little bite. And this is certainly the biggest and most beautiful spread that we've seen so far. The final bite of this entire video happens to be my favorite food in the entire world, some sea urchin. We've seen sea urchin all over Japan on this trip. Not to mention it's from Hokkaido, meaning this is the best sea urchin you can get anywhere in the world. That's crazy. He knows it's good too. Yes. Now I can die happy. Congratulations to the 10 random subscribers who've won a chef's night. I'll find you in the comments below.
Proef nu de rijke smaak van Douwe Egberts Excellent.
Willen jullie elkaar nog een keer zien?
Nou, ik heb eigenlijk al gevonden wat ik zocht.
Wat dan?
Simpel. Een betrouwbare connectie voor weinig.
Ah ja, donders.
Liefde is simpel. Met het meest geliefde netwerk en de beste prijs. Snel bestellen op simpel.nl.
We're gonna cook steak in 50 different ways, such as using hot molten glass, a laser pointer, and even cooking in the dishwasher.
We'll start off simple with a steak in a cast iron pan.
These experiments will get crazier and crazier throughout the whole video.
We're gonna be eating steaks for weeks after this one.
Because we're doing so many steaks today, we're not gonna be seasoning every single one. That would just be a waste of time.
But for symbolic purposes, we're gonna be cooking this one with garlic, rosemary, and butter.
He's Max the meat guy. Of course it's gonna be perfectly cooked. What'd I tell you? Something we all know and love, burgers. I think we already know this one's gonna work. But you know Max and I always grind our own meat.
Wink, wink. We're looking for a really nice ratio of fat and meat. And you wanna have your meat nice and cold. Roll it up into a ball and just gently form those beautiful patties.
If there's one thing Max and I know, it's how to make a good burger.
Down with the patty. We're just gonna give it a quick flip. Check out that crust.
A burger is a great way to cook a steak.
One of the most classic ways to cook a steak on the gas grill.
Do we really need to wait for this one? You've seen it a million times.
Seasoned everything up and got them on the grill.
Cook at 250 for 3 hours.
I got a nice skirt steak. It's longer than your sister's skirt last night, but it'll do.
If there's one thing we can all agree is that cooking the right steak at the perfect doneness is always the ultimate goal.
Another classic method, oven baked.
350 Fahrenheit. Just like that, she is good to go.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, honestly, really nice color on this.
So good. I must say, I'm excited to cut into this thing. It looks a little bit like a ham to me.
It could definitely use a sear, but overall not bad.
Well, we can't really know until we taste it. I call that a win.
This one, we're gonna broil. Set to 550, and in we go. Whoa, that is smoky. Pretty nice looking color. We're just gonna flip it. Oh,
What do we do?
Open a window.
Do not broil your steak. Oh. Fail. Dry aged steak.
Whoa, 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 Nick. We're supposed to cut off the pellicle. What are you doing here? We're just gonna slice off the edges like so. This part is not really edible. Removing the fat as well until we're left with the perfect dry aged steak. And now back into the pan. Not the biggest steak in the world, but check out that sizzle.
There is nothing like a dry aged steak.
Especially when you don't rest it. Okay, another classic at-home method, we're gonna braise this steak. Start with a quick sear.
That is a nice sear.
That's a sear right there, boys. Now we're just gonna add in our braising liquid and cover it up.
Oh, that was good.
And our braised steak is, oh, that's hot. Okay, and our braised steak is complete. It's been braising for about 2 hours. Let's slice into it. And really, we're just hoping for a nice pull-apart texture. Doesn't really feel braised. Just looks like a well-done steak. Yeah, you really shouldn't braise a steak like this.
One of my favorite ways to cook meat, a smoker. And of course, we have our hickory pellets.
Nick, we only use applewood here.
Low and slow.
Okay, and 20 minutes later, this is what we got.
We'll slice in, and it looks perfect. Max, that's pretty good.
Let me get a bite. Charcoal grill, and of course, we're using applewood.
I'm embarrassed to say this is my first time cooking on a charcoal grill.
We got our charcoal nice and hot. That applewood is lit. Technically, right now, we're cooking high and fast, which is illegal, but it's looking good.
Now we'll cover it up to let it finish up the cooking process.
All right, let's check this baby out. This steak looks absolutely incredible.
We're gonna slice through this thing, and not a real surprise, it looks fantastic.
And time for the taste test. A little bit of smoke in my eyes, but that is delicious.
A tried and true classic method, sous vide.
We're gonna be cooking this at 130 Fahrenheit for 1 hour.
The sous vide is finally done, and you can already tell this right here is a soft steak with lots of juice left behind.
That right there is literally edge to edge medium rare.
Sous vide for the win. Beef jerky. We've had a lot of extra beef scraps during this video, and we'll probably have enough beef jerky to last a couple years.
That is actually delicious.
Gyro. Believe it or not, I've already done this one with the golden balance. Check it out. I'm gonna carve some nice clean cuts of beef right into my holder here. Bismillah. That is good. One of my favorite dinners out there, Korean barbecue. Korean barbecue is probably one of the coolest food experiences in the world. Korean barbecue cooks pretty quick. All right, I think we all knew before we even did this one, it's a win.
Let's go. Pink Himalayan salt rock.
That is 400 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow, that is hot.
It's not even pink anymore.
It's a nice sizzle.
That sounded great.
The thing is, these are really thick steaks.
Yeah, they are so thick. This smells amazing.
Not bad.
Want to slice it?
Let's do it. It worked. Perfect medium rare.
Hot massage stones. I can pretty much guarantee no one's ever used these for what we're doing right now. These stones are so hot right now.
So hot right now.
They look gray instead of black, but these were jet black when we put them into the oven. This is gonna be the most uneven sear.
Oh, 100%. All right, I think we can all agree this is not gonna work.
This looks like what you get at Salt Bay's restaurant.
Honestly, this feels like a sin, but we're cooking this one in an air fryer.
I'm gonna look up on my phone how to cook steak in an air fryer. 400 degrees for 12 minutes.
Ik volg een opleiding naast mijn baan. Best pittig, maar het is te doen. Het levert ook echt wat op. Nu al in mijn werk en straks op mijn cv.
Hoe hoog leg jij de lat?
Whoa.
Oh, that looks amazing.
That is some beautiful color. We're just gonna slice right down the middle. And let's take a look at that interior. Super juicy, but potentially raw.
Rotisserie. The only rotisserie I know is for chicken.
Today we're gonna do it with steak.
This is the gizmo. Oh! Ow!
Everything about this is wrong.
This is our steak rotisserie. I will place it into the rotisserie machine.
Close it up.
Max temperature.
Say 350.
Turn it to rotisserie mode and turn my Crocs into sport mode. There it goes.
Nice. She's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
This has been going for about 20 minutes. Time to check it out. Ow. I mean, the crust on this thing is incredible.
Nice golden brown. Looks delicious.
First things first, we'll take out the skewer, and then it's time to slice. And what I like to call the moment of truth.
It's perfect.
It was perfect. Perfect.
I'm actually surprised how well that worked. Actually,
Came
really
out
good.
fantastic.
Do we need to save this one for turkey, or can I save it for later?
Okay, for this one, ceviche. The only thing I'm missing are some limes. I'm just gonna remove the fat.
And while he does that, I'm gonna chop up a bunch of lime. As I'm sure lots of you already know, ceviche is actually cooked.
Essentially what happens is the acidity of those limes break down the meat. We're just gonna add in that beef.
And then go over it with a bunch of lime. This is basically just gonna be a steak tartare that's actually cooked. We'll finish it for now with just a pinch of salt.
And once it's mixed, we're just gonna refrigerate for a few hours.
All right. Smells amazing. It sort of looks cooked. I wouldn't make this at home. It's now time to boil a steak. I've heard Gordon Ramsay yell about this all too many times.
What in the is going on there?
Max, you and I both know this is something we can never be proud of.
I'm with you.
Oh, it's horrible.
Please promise me it's the first and last time for this.
All right, our steak has supposedly finished boiling. It looks awful. It's almost starting to flop over like a brisket.
It's gray. It does not look good.
Do you want to do the honors?
I guess so. Do not try this at home. Zero rendering on that fat, would not recommend.
Gordon Ramsay hates this.
That dish would have stood up 10 years ago at the age of 12 in Chef Junior.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, the microwave.
You might remember this microwave from the time we put an egg in here. Manny and I almost died.
We're gonna add our steak to the microwave. This just feels
Groep 7 en 8 van basisschool De Terenbint en Wamel doet mee aan de e-waste race. Als ze winnen, mag de hele klas naar Nemo. Iets doen aan duurzaamheid dat ook nog eens zorgt voor vermindering van kinderarbeid. Op basisschool De Terenwind in Wamel is groep 7 en 8 momenteel volop bezig met de e-waste race van de Afrika Rivierenland. De leerlingen verzamelen oude en kapotte apparaten die gerecycled kunnen worden. De klas die de e-waste race wint mag een dagje naar Museum Nemo in Amsterdam.
Thijs, wat mogen ze allemaal inleveren?
Eigenlijk heel veel elektrische apparaten, maar dan niet zonder accu of batterijen, want dat is met brandgevaar.
En wat gooi jij er nu in?
Ik gooi twee koptelefoons in en nog een strijkijzer.
We vinden het heel belangrijk om de kinderen bewust te maken van de consumptiemaatschappij waar we in leven. Daarom hebben we besloten om met de e-waste race mee te doen. En kinderen zo inzicht te geven in wat is een consumptiemaatschappij? Wat kunnen wij daaraan doen? Hoe kunnen wij helpen? Hoe kunnen we andere mensen bewust daarvan maken? En wat betekent het voor de landen in de wereld om ons heen? En met name, zoals jullie al zagen, de kinderarbeid waar ze toch wel heel erg van schrokken.
Jullie gaan zo dadelijk een poster maken. Waarom gaan jullie een poster maken?
Nou, eigenlijk om iedereen te laten weten dat wij meedoen met de e-waste race. En dat we heel graag goed voor de wereld willen zorgen. En dat mensen niet zoveel apparaten meer gaan weggooien. We willen stoppen
Wat wil je stoppen?
Dat kinderen niet in mijnen werken. Want van alle stoffen krijgen ze... En dat mensen niet zoveel apparaten meer gaan weggooien. We willen stoppen
Wat wil je stoppen?
Dat kinderen niet in mijnen werken. Want van de...
Just ready for voice.
En dat mensen niet zoveel apparaten meer gaan weggooien. We willen stoppen
Wat wil je stoppen?
Dat kinderen niet in mijnen werken. Want van de...
Just ready for voice.
En dat mensen niet zoveel apparaten meer gaan weggooien.
Yeah, I'll just have to stream. I've lost all motivation for this. Like, it sounded like a good idea in my head, but now that I'm actually doing it, I do regret. Because I also do need to sleep. Wait. This is the last thing that'll be shown on the stream. Recruitment. Yeah, so see in the next video, yeah. Thanks for watching.